Smash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Sending some good vibes your way today, especially after yesterday's video where we were a little bit critical about the upcoming update. Kind of the unexpected update where we're getting one new dungeon followed by another new dungeon sometime in the future where we can ascend our artifacts inside the game, make them more powerful. So if you missed that video, we talk about all the criticism out there, especially regarding energy costs. I was able to read about maybe a third of the comments on that video. I will read them all, but it's a lot of comments, about 500 if you guys weighed in on that one. But suffice it to say, today we're going to be a little bit more positive, talking about the quality of life changes that were added to the game. The reason I'm about 8 or 9 hours late on this news today is because, really quick here, guys, I don't talk about, so we went to St. Mary's Center in Boston for women and children, and we donated about 60 Christmas gifts. I'm not saying that it was an amazing experience, first of all. I mean, they provide residential housing for up to a year for battered women, homeless women with children, right? And like, what a great cause, right? And it was really, really cool to meet the individuals there at St. Mary's Center with some of my staff here at AMG who actually flew in from Hawaii. Big shout out to Tacey and Monique for doing that, and Lauren as well. I say all that not to be like humble brag, oh, I'm so amazing. It's really not about me at all on this one, and that's why I wanted to give a big shout out to all of our creators at AMG. It's a talent agency that me and my co-founder co-founded 40 years ago. I think that's redundant, huh? 40 years ago. We actually represent a bunch of the Raid Shadow Legends creators. This is our website, amg.gg, if you guys ever want to check out our talent that we have. But I wanted to give a couple shout outs here as well. Chosen's always doing so much work. We have Cold Brew, we have Hell Hades. Where are these guys? And Layla Fox, she did so much for this event. This is the reason, again, that I wanted to kind of mention it to you guys, is because our streamers raised money so that we could go out and buy these gifts. So our streamers and our staff donated as well. And it was such a freaking cool thing to do. And I'm sorry for taking so long at the top of this video. I know most of you guys are just like, dude, just wanted to learn about the quality of life changes. But I wanted to update you on my day a little bit. But guys like Chosen are amazing. I already mentioned Layla. We got my boy Darth in here. We get Scratch also on the team. We get Layla. I know I missed a Cold Brew's in there. There he is, Cold Brew. Deadwood. So just shout out to all of those people, you know, who are continually helping out others in need out there. I don't want to sound super cheesy, but I'll sound super cheesy. But, you know, this is a quote that I remember from Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, man. When I saw scary things on the news growing up, I often asked my mother, you know, why is this happening? What can I do? And she said, look for the helpers. You can always find people who are helping. And that really resonated with me, you know, as a kid, and now even as an adult. That's what I try to teach my son as well. So massive shout out to the helpers over there at St. Mary's Center. Let's go ahead and get into the quality of life changes. All right, guys, so here's what the quality of life changes. This is actually shared. This was shared with the content creators in the creator program to share with you guys. This was not out there in the Raid Digest, so this is actually extra information, and then we'll quickly get to the Raid Digest, talk about the other quality of life updates, okay? So number one is Doom Tower Secret Room update, okay? I believe this was mentioned back in the day, but the time has come. Once you complete gathering all available champion fragments in the secret rooms, you'll start earning various forged materials instead. I read that. You guys correct me if I'm wrong here, because I've actually seen a couple videos already talking about the update or the quality of life stuff, and I've seen like two camps. One is like, this is going to be in addition to some forged materials, in addition to new champion fragments. I read it as they're no longer going to add any secret room champions to the game. It's just going to switch over to forged materials instead. I'm not too excited about that, but at the same time, let's be real, man. Like, there's some decent epic champions. There's a couple decent, you know, legendary champions as well. But overall, those champions need a massive buff, right? I've said it so many times, I'm not going to belabor the point, but, you know, okay, whatever, right? Doom Tower auto climb mode. This is kind of a cool one, right? The new update will allow you to enable auto climb mode on Doom Tower floors, except the boss levels. So basically, you'll be able to switch on a thing that says auto climb, and then your one team will just go all the way through the 9 floors, you know, up to the boss. So that's going to save us not really a ton of time, a little bit, you know, stage selecting and stuff like that. But it's going to be nice because you can kind of, you set it and forget it. You know, you kind of put it on your screen or your device or whatever, and then it's done. I'm still, listen, man, I'm going to be super greedy with you guys because it's Christmas time. It's time for getting, I mean giving. But either way, guys, it'd be so cool if we could just, if we beat a level already, a boss already, if we beat anything already, if we you had a certain number of instant wins. That's it. Just a click. You know what I'm saying? Am I being too greedy? Probably. All right. So auto climb mode, I'm actually a big fan of that. That sounds cool to me, right? I'm excited about it. Could we use more? Yes, of course. But that's cool. Select stage UI update. We're planning to release a small quality of life update that will affect stage select UI for dungeons, campaign, and faction wars. For instance, whenever you open a dungeon, the list will automatically scroll to the last stage you opened. Okay, very small, but cool, right? Again, saves you literally seconds. Not a big deal, right? Instant upgrade silver counter. Yet another small change to improve the game experience. We've added a silver counter pop-up to the instant upgrade feature. Thus, anytime you decide to use the instant upgrade option, which who doesn't, right? Is there anybody out there, who doesn't use instant upgrade? You are a sick individual if you're one of them. I mean, even if you just go one level at a time. Anyway, you decide to use the instant upgrade option when upgrading your artifacts or accessories, you will get a pop-up with the amount of silver spent with that upgrade. That's going to be kind of scary to me, right? It's kind of like getting a pop-up every time you use your credit card. And it's just like, yeah, this is how much you've used this week, a running tally. I don't know. It's kind of a reminder of how much silver we spent in this damn game, man. So anyway, you can share the information with your subscribers at 3:30 p.m. UTC. Hopefully it's that's well beyond us or well past us. There's a little bit more here, guys. I want to get to the FAQ, work our way from the bottom to the top of the Raid Digest in addition to that news, right? So skill tomes on pixel skills won't change. Okay, who cares? 22, this is a good one. 2022 was expected to be the year of PvP. Are those plans still relevant? And they say, we had to postpone the release of new PvP content for later, but we did not cancel it. This is still being planned for the first half of 2023 if all goes well. Meanwhile, we focused on tweaking the balance of the arena and increasing the variety of champions and viable tactics. Interesting. Well, Bomb is now a thing. They have, obviously, Stone Skin. They got blessings that affect the arena. So they have added quite a bit in terms of strategic versatility to the arena and potential. So I agree with them there. But the arena is still a very underwhelming experience where I feel like, again, at least from what I hear from you guys, my amazing, intelligent, smart, and handsome and beautiful subscribers, 6% female demo. Hey, ladies. Sorry, guys. I'm in a mood tonight. But the thing is I feel like arena's getting better, but for most people, they still use the arena primarily just to farm their Great Hall. It's not this amazing, compelling, nitty-gritty experience where you're fighting to find out who's the best in the world. It's not that to 99.9% of players. All right, the new artifact ascension system, along with the new bosses, is going to compete for the player's time with other content. Are there any plans to influence this aspect of the game in some way? All right, I agree. This is the number 2 issue. It feels like number 1, most of you guys complained about the energy issue. And then the time issue, it's been a thing for a long time in the game, right? A new system is designed primarily as the late game stage at which players seek new challenges. Interesting, because the way I looked at the artifact ascension, God, can I speak today? The way I looked at that, guys, personally, was it was going to help actually dramatically, like, sure, min-maxing in the end game, of course, but the mid-game players and the early game players, that's going to be a substantial benefit from them getting extra stats on their main stat of these artifacts. So I was surprised that they said this is kind of geared towards the end game, maybe just the boss and the mechanics and that dynamic. I don't know. Anyway, on the other hand, enhancing your artifacts is going to make your progress through existing PvE content easier and faster, thus making your time investments more effective in the long term. That's kind of it's a fair point, but I don't know. They say they're going to save time because we're going to be able to, after all this extra time farming that boss that looked like it's probably going to take an extra 20 minutes to a half an hour a day, depending on where you are in the game. All those artifact enhancements are going to save you time in the long run. They are going to save you time, but are they going to save you as much time as you lose in the new dungeon? You guys can answer that one. I don't know. However, more quality of life features, focus on saving players' time, are on the way. 3 times speed. Anybody? 3 times speed? Huh? Anybody? Last but not, I know they have it because we saw it on we saw it leaked on one of their videos. They had 3 times speed. So I know they have it. Of course they have it. But can we have it? PLARIUM, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy with your 3 time. Last but not least, the upcoming update will find some Christmas vibes to the Bastion along with some free avatars. That's cool. So some free stuff. I'm sure we'll be getting more free stuff in the holidays like we always do. So make sure you log in, claim your rewards. You'll also find some further details about the update in videos from content creator partners. Well, hey there. And by the way, guys, just a quick little, side note here. I'm all over the place today anyway. Is if you guys, have you ever thought about being a content creator? I've been doing this for 9 years on YouTube. It's changed my life. It's been incredible. I've met some amazing people. I've traveled the world. I'm so thankful, and I'm so imposter syndrome about it. I'm a mediocre, strategic dude. I'm a mediocre YouTuber. I'm not the most entertaining person in the world. I screw up with every sentence that comes out of my freaking mouth. However, it's changed my life, and it's been incredible. So I would encourage some of you guys, if you ever thought about it, like, listen, next time you're opening your shards, think about it this way. If you own a PC or laptop or whatever, right, you could just literally download OBS, open broadcast software, it's free, and just record yourself opening your shards, Who cares? Just throw it on YouTube. That's how I started, not with Raid Shadow Legends, but I started with Clash of Clans back 10 years ago, And I just threw stuff up. It was crap, even crappier than my current content. And then it changed my freaking life, I just did it every day and no one watched for like a year and a half, But anyway, I say that to you guys, especially because Raid has that, PLARIUM has that creator program. As I said at the beginning of this video, first of all, the creators are freaking so OG, so incredible people. Like they really are. Everybody in the Raid ecosystem, it's wild, man. It's wild. It's so cool. For anybody who watched Clash of Clans back in the day or whatever, like it reminds me of the OG times back in 2014 when I was part of that creator program with Supercell. It was like me and Molt and Nick at Night and Galadon and Chief Pat. I don't know if you guys know who any of these creators are, but it was so cool, and I feel that same vibe, with the guys, a lot of whom I mentioned at the top of this video. So I tell that to you guys, why not make some content? Throw it up there. You never know what's going to happen. And Raid gives you stuff for making content. Like, I think it's already out there. I can make a whole video talking about it if you want to. They don't give us any shards. They don't give us any money, but they do give us, like, depending on how many views you get a little bit of a few gems, nothing crazy. You get a few skill tomes. So it's nice. It's nice to have a couple chickens, So anyway, that creator info, by the way, you can just Google it. Raid Shadow Legends it's public facing. You can see the rewards and stuff like that. They're increasing Clan vs. Clan tournament personal reward tier capacity. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't like Clan vs. Clan personal rewards personally. I'm not going to talk more about it. It's not my thing. I feel like everybody goes try hard, and I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like Clan vs. Clan that much, even though I'm a hypocrite because I always go for it. I always feel like I can't let the clan down, but yet I complain about it, Doom Tower auto progression. We already talked about this. Really cool. Bug fixes. You guys can read these if you want to, but it's nothing like out of this world crazy. Some synergies between some masteries as well as some of the new blessings and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I just want to kind of leave you guys with one more thought, and that is it enough? Does it address time and energy enough? I want to see, like, at the minimum, and again, I want to be reasonable here and try to ask for something that they might actually give. And there was a lot of great ideas in yesterday's video, and again, I will read all those comments as well. And if you have any great ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments below in this video. Just try to be constructive and respectful of other people in my comments in the community, because I like you guys to be cool with one another. You can be a dick to me, I don't care, but don't be a dick to each other, So the thing is, guys, is I would like to see an increase on energy regeneration, maybe a little bit just more, just straight up give us a little gift of energy in a way that would be nice too, because it will solve part of the energy issue a little bit, right? And it will keep people playing more because they'll have more energy to use, I don't think it will hurt their bottom line at all either at this point because there's so much freaking content in the game, which I absolutely love and I applaud them for putting out. It would just be nice, again, if they kind of reconciled some of this new content with also a little bit more on the resource side, to help people out. Let me know if you have any ideas. Some good news today, I would say, in a nutshell. Is it good enough? Is it enough? Well, you guys can argue that, but good news nonetheless. I'm okay with all these changes for the most part, guys. You let me know how you feel in the comments below. Thank you for chilling with me a little bit out of your Friday or Saturday or whenever you're watching this video. Much love to all of you guys. And as always, take care, guys.